So how did a grocery store get people to willingly pay $20 for a smoothie? Alright, so Erewhon wasn't always this bougie LA grocery store. It actually started in 1966 as this little macrobiotic food collective in Boston, and then it almost went bankrupt. See, the whole thing almost falls apart, and for almost 30 years, one single store on Beverly Boulevard is all that survives. And then in 2011, this guy named Tony and Josephine and Tosi, have no idea how to pronounce that, buy this one store. See, Tony had already built a $90 million business and they'd sold it to Cisco. And at this point he was bored, and so they buy this little health store. And so when they see this little health store, instead of making it more accessible, they go, light bulb, let's make it more exclusive. But what if people see the price and just walk away and they never buy, right? It's a disaster waiting to happen. The most expensive grocery store you've ever been to, it's not gonna work. It's LA, right? And so here's where it starts to get interesting. They basically turned this into the Disneyland of grocery stores. $19 imported Japanese strawberries, crystal covered tote bags, a Swarovski collaboration, smoothies that are literally designed to just look good when you take a pic. And I'm gonna shake up your thinking for a sec. You think that the smoothie is the product or the groceries is the product. It's really not. The product is the picture of you holding that smoothie, you holding that tote bag. And I'll get to that in a second. See, what they're really selling is the experience, the aesthetic, the vibe, and the feeling that you're shopping where the LA's rich and famous shop. Okay, so there's literally a story of a private chef whose wealthy boss made him stop shopping at Sprouts and go to Erewhon instead, even though the groceries were basically the same quality. Why? Because some people don't necessarily just want the groceries. They want to see the Erewhon bags sitting on their kitchen counter. And so when something like that becomes more of a status symbol, you can start seeing this thing appear in places that it doesn't really belong, like a Balenciaga runway. But anyways, if you think that this thing can't get any crazier, then they eventually get Hailey Bieber to launch a strawberry glazed skin smoothie. And in the first month, it sells almost $1 million in smoothies. And so at this point, the deranged thing that Erewhon has been able to pull off is that they turned the price into the marketing. Because if a strawberry costs $19 or a smoothie costs $22, now you kind of have to know, wait, does this thing actually taste good? Is it worth the money? It better dang well taste like heaven for this price. See, price creates curiosity. Plus, for a lot of people, Erewhon is this tiny accessible taste of a world that they want to be a part of. Maybe you don't own a house in Beverly Hills. Maybe you don't fly private, but for $20, you can walk out with a cup, post it in your Lululemon outfit, and kind of participate in this. See, at the end of the day, Erewhon is simply selling a $20 ticket into a world that most people want to be seen in. The smoothie is just the souvenir.